Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Reserve Report, your source for what's going on locally and around the Reserve. I'm your host, Lance Corporal Brytani Musick. This week, we celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. As Marines, we reflect on Dr. King's journey, incorporating his vision into our mission of making Marines and winning battles. Dr. King believed in a nation of freedom and justice for all. If you are thinking of signing up for a Marine Security Guard position, there are new requirements you may want to check out. A couple of the newest additions are Marines must have a first-class PFT, be a minimum of 64 inches tall, and staff NCOs must have a GT score of 100. For a full list of requirements concerning time in service, family member disqualification, and more, check out MAR Admin 01014. Our first video takes us to Fort Worth, Texas, where Lieutenant General Richard Mills, Commander of Marine Forces Reserve, visited IRR Marines during their annual Mega Muster.
IRR Marines attended their annual Mega Muster Saturday, January 11th in Fort Worth, Texas. Sergeant Major Spadero, the Sergeant Major of Marine Forces Reserve and Marine Forces North, spoke to the 711 Marines about maintaining their faithfulness. 45 muster partners were at the event to talk to their IRR Marines about furthering their education, job opportunities, and veteran benefits.
Reserve Marines and Marines around the force have started implementing the Marine Corps Leadership Development Program, which will replace the Marine Corps Mentorship Program.
Leadership is the lifeblood that fuels the Marine Corps.
And as a leader, you're here to support, you're here to help and assist that individual Marine.
You mentor people to better them.
You have to appreciate the Marine, you have to mentor the Marine, you have to groom the Marine. But in order for you to be a leader, you have to be the example. You have to live the life that you want the Marines to live.
Your standards might be a little different than mine, or Gunner Sergeant Shepard's might be a little different than mine.
Good leadership is how you respond to something bad happening at that lowest level.
And if they do make a mistake, they're going to learn from their mistakes and they're going to take responsibility for it.
Every Marine is different. Every Marine leader is different. Down at the basic level, we can't, while we all wear the same uniform and we all have the same goals and we all have the same love of our Corps, we go about it differently. And leadership is a very individual thing.
It's important to be good at your job, and it's important to have leaders that show a good example for the Marines that they're in charge of. But we want more than that. We want leaders to show true concern for the Marines that they have in their units.
So it's easier, yeah, but you're like having to get over the bridges with your legs.
Marines will die for each other. Marines will go to battle no matter what, because if we're not morally, ethically, emotionally, legally sound, then we really can't be a total warrior. You're a Marine, and that's it.
How do we actually make leaders?
Here's this new thing called leadership development, and here's what you can do with it, and you're really only limited by your imagination.
Many things that we ask Marines to do, leaders and individual Marines, tend to be another rock in the pack. Here's one more thing that you have to do. I see leadership development as being an opportunity to take some of those rocks out.
You're not directed to, every time you talk to a Marine, write something down.
Create it and make it as successful as you want to.
Not only will I think it have tangible results on the battlefield, a combat situation, but it will have tangible results throughout the span of a Marine's career.
I can tailor it to the needs and the different requirements of the individuals in the unit, or the talents or shortfalls of the guys.
The onus is on each individual unit. I think we just need to leave the Marine Corps a better place than we found it.
That about does it for this edition of the Reserve Report. As always, for more news, photos, and videos, check out our website at www.marperez.marines.mil. I'm Lance Corporal Brytani Musick. Thanks for watching.